Charles and I set for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as we get a peek some of the stars in today's game. Well, will they be stars? Will you be a star? We'll find out. Let's play. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Very short kick. And look at this. Right away, a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And they'll have the ball set up in the red zone at the 16-yard line. And how about that for some fireworks to start this one?
And the fireworks turned out to be for the kicking team, didn't they?
Yeah.
I mean, go down there, make a play, knock it free, and end up with the football. And for the team who's supposed to have the ball, now their defense has to run out on the field. Slow things down a bit.
A quick scramble for the helmets, and now we switch sides. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. A shotgun handoff. This is Murray now. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage. 2nd down. On play action, Mariota. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
My first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
On 3rd down, Mariota. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Broncos are going to have it here at their own 9-yard line. The turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly. But, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
26.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. But not many guys who can blow up plays like Chase Young. He did it again there. A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13.
26.
Here's Rodgers. This goes to a former Eagle, Nelson Aguilar. The Eagles call on the extra defensive back here as they prepare for. To throw, it's Rodgers. Got a man, it's Randy Moss, complete. And he will have the Broncos first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st down, Rodgers. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. No surprise there. Chase Young wrecks that play with a sack. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18. Looking for Aguilar, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And the return will stop right around the 25. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On first down, Murray. And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
That was 2nd down run for Murray. And down inside the 15 he goes. It's a gain of 13 and a first down for Philadelphia.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and put the defense back on its heels.
They go with Murray again. And he's going to get about 4 down inside the 10 to the 9. We're scoreless after 1. Nine-yard line, 2nd and 6. Up the middle, Murray. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. On 3rd down, Murray. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They're going to run it with Murray. And they are going to stop him on 4th and 1 as they'll wind up going backwards. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the first down. And the Broncos will take over on downs. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive. They'll start here with a give to Mixon. And he's able to break out of 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Rodgers. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. He exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And, Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now, the beauty of extending a play is sometimes your receivers find their way open, but oftentimes you end up closing down part of the field and bringing those defenders to the ball. And that one was picked off.
Flushed out right. And that's incomplete.
That incompletion certainly slows things down a little bit and brings up a very important call for 2nd and long. What do? Run and try and get some yardage and make it 3rd and manageable? Or challenge the coverage again, hoping for a bigger gain?
On 2nd and 10, Mariota. Caught here by DeMarco Murray. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A big pickup there for the Eagles' first down, 18 yards.
We often talk about understanding the playbook, understanding progressions, and understanding what the defense is doing. We saw all of that on that play. Great recognition and understood where his running back was going to be. Found a way to have him leak out underneath, hit him with the football, and they picked up the first down.
And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. 2 minutes on the clock in what's been a scoreless first half. Coming up on 2nd and 7. Mariota. And he's got his big wide receiver complete. And the Eagles are going to have a 1st and goal as he'll be taken down at the 7-yard line. They'll try to run it in with Murray. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. And give him 5 that time as they draw a bit closer here for a 2nd and goal.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
They've been in the red zone 3 times in this game and have not scored a single point. Can they break through here on 2nd and goal? Again, it's Murray. And they'll get him down just shy of the goal line at about the 1. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They'll run for it. This is Murray. And he's in for an Eagles touchdown. DeMarco Murray punching it in from a yard away. And the Eagles post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this 2nd quarter. Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Very short kick taken right at the 20. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Broncos onto the field ready to start their next drive as they take over with exactly 1 minute to go. Now the first play of the drive there is incomplete.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
Escaping the pressure right. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Following the interception here, Mariota. His throw complete right side to the tight end, Parham. A give up the gut for Murray. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Again, it's Murray. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is 3rd and goal. Now they'll run. Murray. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. DeMarco Murray as the first half is winding down. And the Eagles would extend their lead here just before halftime. Extra point up and good by Bullock, and it's now 14-0. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And it'll be an excellent return as he's all the way down inside the 25-yard line.
Forget the idea of flipping the field. They have now put themselves in a position to score points with that big-time return.
Field goal unit not out there. They won 6 before halftime. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowl safety Cam Chancellor. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. So the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. Fields this way up at the 17. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Second half starts with a run by Murray. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Mariota. That goes out wide to Murray. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 17 yards and a first down for Philly.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try to put the hammer down and finish this one off.
And he is going to lose yardage here. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. They run again with Murray. He's seen a ton of action tonight. 43 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. They'll run here. It's Murray. And he's got room. Past the 20. Touchdown, Philadelphia. DeMarco Murray, 47 yards. And the Eagles take a 3-touchdown lead. Bullock good on the extra point, and that makes the score 21-0. The Eagle kick team out there now as they run up and send this one away. And not much on this one. Takes it from the 21. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. They need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
I'm getting the sense that this offense is getting frustrated. Here we are into the third quarter, and they've had plenty of opportunities to get in sync. Thus far, that hasn't happened. They're looking for answers both on the sidelines and in the huddle looking at each other.
Throwing is Rodgers on third down. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down. Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. He's going to take another shot here. And that's caught inside the 30. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Into the red zone. It's Rodgers. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Just what they need, a lecture from me, but subpar offense is what helped get them into this spot. And now they're continuing the trend with incompletions. That won't get them out of it if they don't change something soon.
Rodgers again now. And this time he's got the hookup. It's complete. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up first and goal. Now Rodgers. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Grant Delpit. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his second interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ballgame, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. A play fake to Murray. Now Mariota. And this one is incomplete.
Coverage was excellent downfield. I think he was more throwing that football away than anything else.
Yeah, absolutely, because everywhere you looked, they were covered.
Sometimes it's better to go ahead and be convinced that there's no place to fit in the football.
And this is caught. Touchdown. and now we get a peek at some of the top players here for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready to go in the booth. We hope you're ready to go at the controls. Let's play. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Indianapolis. Taken at the 15, a short kick. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. So a little tardy getting everyone set, and the clock hits 0 before they could snap it.
Yeah, you can take your time and use the clock and try and get set up, but once it gets near 5 seconds, that's when you often hear a quarterback yelling, hurry, hurry, to make sure everybody's ready to get the snap off.
And some room to run now. And now off to the races, down the right side. 20. And all the way home for a Broncos score. Joe Mixon, 82 yards. Well, they said they wanted to have some explosive runs. How about that one to start the game?
And I would say on the defensive sideline, there's a lot to answer for. Because you spend all week saying, stop the run. I don't care who you're playing. You don't want to get run over. You don't want to get run past. And they have both. Over-committing in the secondary, and he just went stepping past them and is still running, essentially.
One play, and he hits pay dirt. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. And the drive starts with a handoff to Coleman. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness. He's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Hey,
on 2nd and 11 now. Lawrence. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down. Well, that's not the way you want to start. A first pass attempt and a first drop all in one.
Well, you've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Open man, Lamb. It's complete. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A handoff, Coleman between the tackles. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Some of the big boppers in the game traditionally have been safeties, and he certainly fits that mold. He lets his pads do his talking.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now Lawrence to throw. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
They're bringing a lot of pressure here already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Now they get in there and knock another one away. You think maybe that tuck rule being gone makes defenses a lot bolder?
Yes, indeed. That time, lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. They're going on 4th down. Lawrence. He's got Mason complete. And he is going to have a Broncos first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. A surprising move to go for it. And predictably, at least somewhat predictably, it doesn't pay off. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Mixon with a first down carry. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now. Hopefully get to the perimeter later, and let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39. Now Rodgers. It'll be Mixon on the out route as the pass is caught. And he'll be touched down here, but not before he does pick up the first. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive.
As an unbiased observer, I think it would have been interesting to see what they would have done if they hadn't gotten the first down there. But since they did, I guess the point is moot.
Well, they're right there in that middle ground, field goal range, punt, go for it. But as you said, they picked it up. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Opening carry of the game for Cordell Patterson. A tough run, but not a huge gain. Dropped at the 25. Throwing is Rodgers. That is caught by Moss. Touchdown, Broncos. 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Broncos are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a short kick taken at about the 16. And he's going to be taken down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team. You want to make sure that they stay positive. But at the same time, you're wondering, how are we going to move the football? What do we have on this play sheet that can work? Get back to basics is usually your answer. And make sure you find the guy who can move the ball fastest for you if you just get it in his hands.
Yeah, still second quarter. You get points on the board here. I think you're feeling okay. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
And that's a nice job there because you've got to play the ball, not the man when in coverage. That'll keep you away from a lot of needless penalties, and he's able to knock that one away.
They go play action now. Lawrence. He'll be brought down goes. It's a sack. Multiple players getting home there, and it's a loss of 2 on the sack.
I know we don't have a special scoreboard to show it, but the offense, they've surrendered more sacks than they have points thus far. This defense, they're winning in all phases of the game right now.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback, as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there, because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Over the middle, complete. It's Mason. And he will have a Ravens first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
From midfield now, Lawrence. And he is going to be taken down. They got him, as that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning.
Break.
To try again after the sack. Lawrence got his man complete over the middle. That's Mason. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 40. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run for it here. It's Coleman. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Kevin Coleman, 41 yards. And the Ravens are back within a score. Lutz good on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And not an abundance of time remains on the clock, Charles, but you would think more than enough to try to extend this lead before intermission.
And when you're talking about extending the lead, I think you're talking about aiming for the end zone, because there is plenty of time for that. The fallback is to get 3. But in your mind, you put 6 on the board right before the half. That's a heck of a dagger and great momentum to carry into the locker room.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll set up a 3rd down. They'll stay on the ground, mix it again. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Caught left side to Crabtree. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
I remember in pregame when we were talking to him on the field, and he took his gloves off and showed us his fingers. A few misshapen ones in there, and now we know why, trying to catch those types of bullets.
That was a dart. Yeah, even for a talented receiver, those are tough to hang on to. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop him with 27 seconds remaining here in the second quarter. Back to Mixon on 1st down. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 11 now. Rodgers. This goes out wide for Mixon. And he's got this down to the 35. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. It'll be spotted on the right hash, a 52-yard attempt. And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it now. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. And a short kick taken at about the 16. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, the first half, they struggled a little bit to keep pace offensively, CD, down 2 scores here. So how do they make some changes coming out of the locker room?
Well, they've studied what they did in the first half. They've seen what the defense has thrown at them. Now they want to have a plan of attack against it. So you come out, you're not going to get all the points back on one drive, but get started on it. Start chopping into that lead, and maybe it'll inspire your defense to help out as well.
And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside, probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
He'll drop this down to Coleman. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. It's a 9-yard gain, and it'll keep the drive moving. They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield. 61 yards on the ground for him so far.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
From just shy of midfield, Lawrence got a man. It's Tyquan Thornton. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 39. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
So a 1st and 10 now in Denver territory at the 39-yard line. Coleman will try up the middle. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
On play action, Lawrence. They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Javon Holland. And the Broncos are going to get... Charles and I settled here in the booth. This should be a fun one. Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a look at some of the stars here of today's game. Let's get right to it. Here's Will Lutz ready to get this one started. And we are underway from Indianapolis. Fields this way up at the 17. And he's only going to make it to the 13-yard line and no further. Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front. Because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Rodgers going to throw. Dumps it off to Mixon. And they stop him short of the 1st as he can only get to the 20. Rodgers going to go on 4th down. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a 1st down. Charles, their first drive of the game, and already they're taking chances here, but they get the 4th down conversion. I'm curious, do you think that that's something they game plan for on the opening drive? Or is that something that happened organically?
I think that they game plan for it, Brandon. And when you think about it, let's just say it. The word analytics is a big part of how everyone looks at a game nowadays. But it's not just the analytics. It's a coach willing to be daring, willing to be bold. And they certainly were there.
Mixing up the middle. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. He's going to air one out. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play. They picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Inside handoff to Mixon. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. Throwing now is Rodgers. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
Oh, they were so close. That close to their first points of the game. Just needed to hang on just a second longer. But he couldn't complete the process of the catch through the jostling from the defender.
The kick by Carlson is good. And the Broncos, the first to grace the scoreboard. It's 3-0.
Well, given where they started that opening drive, CD, I think to get 3 out of it, probably a pretty good start that they'll take.
I think you're exactly right about that because they just shook off the effects of the kickoff in field position and took the ball, moved it downfield. Didn't pay off with a touchdown, but that drive, that was really nice for them, and they did come away with 3 points.
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. They keep it with Henry on first down. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. Mariota hands to Henry. And he's going to bull his way forward to the 48.
Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first.
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
And here's a handoff out of the gun.
And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll run it again with Henry.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It's only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
The 22 is the line to gain here on 3rd down.
Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
On 3rd down, Mariota being chased out left. Complete, it's Henry. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 12-yard line. A solid gain of 15 yards and the sticks move.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10.
Mariota gives to Henry. And he is going to lose yardage here. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
On 2nd and 12, Mariota. And he fires one that's intercepted. The Hall of Famer Ronnie Lott picks it. There he goes, right side. And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead grows to 10-0. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
And a short kick taken at about the 16. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. They're certainly in need of some kind of points here before the end of the half. A field goal or something being shut out right now. They could really use some momentum before they head into halftime.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Mariota. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. 4th down, Mariota. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And, boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. From the gun, a give to Mixon. And he is going to lose yardage here.
No big surprise, Micah Parsons doing what he does so well, dropping him for a loss.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Back to Mixon on 2nd down.
And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. And probably the wise decision there. No one open. He just throws it away. And that keeps the field goal on the table as it's 4th down. The kick by Carlson is good.
So the starting field position was terrific following the surprising turnover on downs, but the end result, only 3 points.
Simply stated, I think you have to look at that as a missed opportunity.
Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. So this a 2-possession ball game as we get back underway, set for the 3rd quarter. Fields this way up at the 17. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Another attempt, another incompletion, and when I look at the scoreboard and where we are in this game, it comes to mind that they have to start getting the ball in the hands of their playmakers. Throw it to the guys that maybe can take a short pass and turn it into a long gain or make people miss downfield. They've got to have points, and the guys who can put the ball in the end zone, they're the ones that need to touch the ball.
They'll throw again. Mariota. And that will be incomplete as well. So coming up empty here to start the 3rd quarter. Already 2 scores down. Got to be careful.
Yeah, I did notice, though, that the captain of the defense patted the quarterback on the helmet on his way out, pretty much letting him know, we know the pressure's on us. We're going to go out there and try and hold serve for you while you figure it out over here on this.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the Hall of Famer Ronnie Lott. And he'll return this ball across midfield to the 47-yard line.
And that has to be a little bit discouraging because after all their halftime talk, adjustments, and points of emphasis, their first drive ends with an interception. Absolutely aggravating if you're a head coach because you spent all that time, gone through every situation possible, and it still ends in a turnover.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. In the first half, he was held in check on the ground, but despite that lack of production, they still have the lead.
Yeah, and they've got to feel fortunate about that. If they could actually get production from their lead horse, that would help open up this offense and widen this margin, too.
They'll get only a couple down to the 44.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into, a heave. And that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. 68 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries. Mariota on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
The frustration is definitely setting in because they've thrown it to him over and over, unable to come up with a catch thus far.
I think he knew he would have his challenges against his secondary. I don't think he saw a goose egg at this point in the game. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Mariota to throw it. There's Chris Olave. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Now Mariota. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10. Mariota. And his throw is incomplete.
Well, congratulations to them. They come through defensively with another stop. And let's face it, this secondary, they've gone unchallenged so far in the first half.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Nothing in that first half, nothing on the last drive, but they're moving now with a 1st and 10. Again, it's Henry. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10. Now Mariota. And for a 3rd time tonight, he's intercepted. Picked off by Derek Johnson. A disappointing end to that drive, making it to the red zone, but they'll again, CD, wind up with nothing.
And nothing, that's been the key word because they've had drives throughout that have finished off with nothing. Can't finish off a drive to save their lives in this game. And this one winds up again, giving them, dare I say it, nothing.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as
over here.
back to Mixon on 2nd down. And a gain of about 4 here moves this from the 6 up to the 10.
No, that wasn't an explosive run. That wasn't one that took it all the way to the house. But, boy, for a team that's had trouble running it the entire game, that's the kind of run they need, hopefully to get themselves kick-started.
Eluding the pressure right. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line. The offense has to love that because that was just a dump down, and then he turned something out of seemingly nothing.
And the best quarterbacks understand that dumping it down is often a good play, a better play than even what was drawn up.
1st and 10, it's Patterson.
And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
You don't see that a ton, do you? A cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. On 3rd down, Mixon. They find some open field here. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. Mixon with a 1st down carry. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. And now here comes the 3rd of their timeouts defensively. So they'll be left with only the 2-minute warning to stop it from here on out. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line. He's sacked. Deacon Jones in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Here's a give to Mixon. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. Out is Carlson now for the Raider field goal. Spotted at the left hash, this from 45. And they're going to take it all the way down and just take the delay. That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. A field goal try forthcoming now for the Broncos. Carlson able to put this one through, and that will extend their lead even further. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off.
And he can't field it cleanly. It's loose. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
1st down and 10 at their own 18.
They begin with Henry. Pushes him over. 101 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on. A 1st down carry for Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on 1st down. Henry up the middle. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the 1st down carry. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Running from the gun with Henry. Powers through it. It's like a freight train. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Mariota. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Running Lott, the Hall of Famer, with a pick. And the Broncos come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. Certainly not the highest of scoring games, Charles. Their offense did some okay things. Not a lot of points on it. We are set, ready to rock for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup, and these guys on your screen ready to rock as well. Some of the stars of today's game, and speaking of the game, let's get right to it. And we are underway from SoFi Stadium. Looking up into the roof, and he muffs it. It's loose. And not a great return here. He'll make it back only to the 10-yard line.
One guarantee I can absolutely make is that all week in preparation, the coach kept telling his team, we're on the road, don't do anything to bring the crowd into it. And that's exactly what they just did. A bad return, and now the home team crowd, they are fired up.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The previous run good for 9. Here's second and a yard. Again, it's Mixon. And they'll get him down here at the 23. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. But I bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Mixing up the middle. And he is going to lose yardage here. So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Rodgers now to throw. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Rodgers. And incomplete on the deep ball.
As soon as I saw him break contain and get outside, my first thought and my eyes gravitated downfield because nowadays, most of these quarterbacks, when they do that, they want the big play downfield. They don't want to throw it short. In this case, he took the shot. It fell incomplete.
On 4th down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. It's a 45-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. So good field position for the Rams as they come up 1st and 10 at their 35-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Lawrence's throw taken in by Watkins here. And they'll get to him after a gain of 7 to the 47.
Nothing fancy on first down, but a very consistent type of a play. Hit that slant. A lot of people call it an extension of the running game, and it can be if that pass is completed, because you hit a guy on the run like that, you often can go for big yardage.
Sets him up nice. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. Divine Diablo dropping him behind the line of scrimmage.
Okay, I'm not sure you could actually draw up a better pass rush than that one right there. Nowhere to go outside. He had to keep backing up and backing up and backing up. Eventually dropped for a huge loss.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. This goes out wide, and the ball is knocked out. And now the Rams have got it, going the other way. And they are going to score on the fumble return. Touchdown, L.A. Even the great ones, some of the best, they're not immune to the fumble, and here it really hurts them.
If the ball gets away from any runner's body, that's when the defense pokes at it, swipes at it, swats at it, and finds a way to create a big play for themselves.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 40, right around the 39, so solid starting field position. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. And he'll look downfield for Waller. He rifles one that's intercepted. Jair Elam makes a pick, and the Rams are going to get the football here at their own 23. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
Steps away to a punter, pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Lawrence will throw. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
That's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 5.
Here's Lawrence. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. Give him 22 there on the 3rd down conversion.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
From midfield now, Lawrence. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make 2nd down, 2nd and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
Lawrence going to throw again. The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. LaMarcus Joyner. That is now 2 sacks for him here in this first half. Now Lawrence on 3rd and long. And that is incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Dixon, the punter, is on as he sends it away. And they won't risk defending a return here. That one's out of bounds, and it'll be spotted at the 14-yard line. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. To throw is Rodgers. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. It came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Rodgers. And the Rams got him. They bring him down. Tall task ahead of him here, needing a full 15 yards to move the chains. On 3rd and long, it's Rodgers. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Inside handoff to Mixon. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Now it's Rodgers. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds remaining here in the 2nd quarter.
The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Rodgers now on first down. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. From the 17, Rodgers. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
This is a half where not just the coverage, but the entire defense is setting the tone in this game.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. To throw, it's Rodgers. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. The kick by Carlson is good, and that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Rams going to get the football first here, and he can't field it cleanly. It's loose.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks.
Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Grant Delpit.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Bronco defense has a touchdown.
So this whole game gets flipped on its ear right there. The interception, return for a touchdown, and this lead changes hands here in the 3rd quarter.
And it certainly felt like this defense had a read on what was going on the offensive side of the ball and said, let's cut down our coverage a little bit. Let's be in a position to make a play on the ball. And, boy, that sure turned out well for them.
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is now 10-7. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Fields this way up at the 17.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Now this game, it has obviously been all about the defense on both sides of the football. Which offense is going to break through here? We'll see if they can do it on this drive.
It's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6.
Now Lawrence.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. From the gun on third down, Lawrence. His throw complete right side to the tight end, Parham. And he'll be stopped here well short of the first down at the 24-yard line. A gain of 8 there on the play. And that's going to bring up a fourth down. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his second catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him. And what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their third corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. On 2nd and 12, Lawrence. And this is caught by Watkins. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Rams, they are on the move. They've got another first down. Final minute now of the third quarter. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence. And the Broncos get there and take him down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence to the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
So 1st and 10 now from the 30.
Hey, Orbit.
Looking to throw, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
This has certainly been a physical game so far. Limited scoring opportunities for both sides. And there's another chance that goes unfulfilled.
Under 4 to go now as they come up on 2nd down. Now Lawrence to throw. Now that'll be caught by Kump. And this is going to be another first down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 18. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Back at the 26-yard line. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. Another try after the first down sack. Lawrence. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16.
Slant route's effective no matter who's running the route and catching the ball. But when you have a receiver of that stature, you have to be a little bit more precise throwing it. You don't have the same catch radius with the bigger targets.
Hey, Haywood! Hey, lock it!
On 3rd down, Lawrence. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. And the Broncos are going to take over here on the INT at their own 5-yard line. Scoring has really been at a premium, and Charles, you got to tip your cap to this defense coming in here. Their offense too, but this whole team coming in here on the road, getting a hard-fought win.
I think the way that they're finishing this one up an exclamation point on a terrific game. As you noted, hard for them to put points on the board, and they hold them down one more time and finalize things.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Working with a 2nd and 4. Once again, they run with Mixon. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a first down.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
They'll try to eat some clock with Mixon. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. A handoff to Mixon. Down he goes at the 23, a pickup of 4. Now a 2nd timeout called for by the defense, as he'll get it with still 1:20 left to go in the game. Back to throw, Rodgers. Able to find Waller, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does. Brandon Gaudin, Charles Davis ready for this Madden Ultimate Team matchup as you get a peek at some of the big players in today's game. And you're a big player in today's game as well. Let's get the party started. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away. And we are underway from Indianapolis. Fields it right around the goal line. And he will make it back to the 15, and that's it. Good coverage there by the kick team. They begin with a run by Mixon. And not the start he was hoping for there, as he'll maybe get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's 2nd down now.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. They'll stay on the ground. Mixon again. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. So 7 yards from the first down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. Throwing is Rodgers on 3rd down. All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted.
Picked off by L'Jarius Sneed.
And he's going to get this one to the 23-yard line.
Well, short of them returning it for a pick six, that was about the worst start you could ask for in this one because your advantage of getting the ball first is gone, and they're set up a short distance from your end zone. Now you're counting on your defense to prevent a touchdown, and your offense, you better be ready to come out swinging on the next series.
Let's go.
Now a first down carry. It's Williams. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Now Williams running left. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Ricky Williams, a 23-yard run. And the Falcons take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown.
Well, we've said it many times. He is always a threat to go the distance anytime he's got the ball in his hands. And on this occasion, he did just that.
Well, he's definitely the guy that makes this offense go. And when you're an RB1, running back one, you've got to be willing to be patient at times as well. Not every run's going to be the home run we saw there. But once you get that opportunity and that opening, you take full advantage.